guys! So it's been a little bit since I've sat down and filmed a video. I started off the month really good with uploading 4 videos in 4 days, one for every day up until the 4th of July. And then I just kind of quit filming on this channel for a little bit. So I'm back. I'm filming a couple videos tonight, so that'll be exciting. And I couldn't not talk about this topic because everybody's talking about it, and I figured instead of tweeting 1,000 tweets about it, I just sit down and make a video. So if you guys don't know, there's this big Twitter social media feud going on with Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian, and kind of Kanye West too, and then a bunch of other celebrities have just like jumped in. So to give you guys some background information, everybody knows about what Kanye West did to Taylor Swift at the AMAs, how he went up on stage and all that. And then supposedly she had forgave him. She wrote a song about how she kind of forgave him, and so that was done. And then recently Kanye West came out with an album, Life of Pablo, I think it's what it's called. I haven't listened to it. I'm not that big of a fan of Kanye West, but anyways, he came out with an album, and on that album he came out with a song called Famous, where he talks about how he's going to have sex with her whenever he wants because he made that bitch famous. Supposedly Taylor Swift was very upset about this. She acted like she had never heard it before, like Kanye West just kind of out of the blue threw this in her face. And then on Sunday night, Kim Kardashian posted to her Snapchat a video of Kanye West talking on the phone to Taylor Swift, going over these lyrics, kind of telling her what's up about the music video and about the lyrics. According to Taylor Swift, there was no implication that he called her a bitch in the video, and that's what she is upset about. Is kind of how I'm taking it. I don't really understand her point of view. So Kim Kardashian Snapchatted that, and then Taylor Swift tweeted out, which if I can find the tweet I'll insert it here so you guys can read it. And that tweet basically just says that she was offended that he called her a bitch, and that they never really went over, like, she never really heard the song word for word, and that she never listened to the song, so she never fully approved. And then the Taylor Swift squad, as people call it, started tweeting, defending Taylor. Chloe Moretz tweeted that people need to get their head out of a hole and start tweeting about more important things, and Selena Gomez also tweeted a bunch of stuff. So that happened, and then Khloe Kardashian jumped in on Chloe Moretz and said, "Is this the hole you're talking about?" and sent a picture of people. Just kind of blew up. That kind of ruined it for everybody. And then all kinds of just like more celebrities started jumping in, showing their support for one or the other side of this, and it's just a big clusterfuck. So I kind of wanted to talk about it and give you my view on it. I'm kind of on the Kardashian side of this, which is funny for me to say because I've been a supporter of Taylor Swift since I was little. That is how I started playing guitar. Is I learned Taylor Swift songs were my first songs I started learning just because they're easy. I don't keep up with her that much anymore. I do listen to her music when she puts out new music, but that's about it. I don't keep up with the media. But I do think she got caught up in this one. I do believe and think it's kind of funny how savage the Kardashians are. Like, don't fuck with them because they will ruin you. I think it could have been handled better, but it's kind of funny how it did work out. I just feel like, first of all, that this should have been squashed a long time ago. And again, I'm kind of on the Kardashian side of this. I understand why Kim did it because she's kind of defending her husband, that Taylor has made out to be such a horrible person. I still don't agree with the first thing that happened with him going up on stage, and I still kind of resent him a little bit for that. But, you know, people can change. But that was years and years ago, so it should have been squashed and over and done with. Even though social media still keeps him accountable for what he did, I feel like that should have just been over with, and let the guy move on, you know what I mean? So I understand where Kim's coming from. She wanted to prove that he's not the bad guy that Taylor Swift often makes him out to be, but I also do understand Taylor's point of this too. But she did get caught up in a lie. She had known about the lyrics, and whether or not she knew about them in whole, she knew somewhat about them. Megan Tonjes made a really good video about this, guys. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. But basically, Megan said, I can understand how she would be upset by these lyrics, but she also knew to a certain extent what was happening, and instead of saying that she knew nothing about this, she could have said, yeah, Kanye ran it past me. I kind of knew the general gist of it, but I didn't know word for word, and he kind of twisted things to where it wasn't quite what we had discussed. But instead of saying that, she just completely denied ever knowing anything about it, and that made Kanye look worse than what he really is. So I can understand, again, both sides of this. If you guys don't know, Eminem is one of my favorite artists ever. He is my favorite artist ever, and he writes songs about people all the time. Like, he includes people in his music all the time, just for no reason. Not that they've really done a lot to him or anything to him that we know of as the public. And so it's just a thing that artists do, and granted, it's not right per se, but something that is as well known as what happened to Kanye and Taylor, the public already knows about it, so why not make some money off of it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to happen. That's what artists do. They channel what they've been through into music and put it out there, because without having some kind of experience, you don't have nothing to write about. Artists and writers channel what they've been through and put it into song and create music through it. And I feel like that's kind of what Kanye did. He kind of channeled how he feels about this particular incident into a song and put it out there. Taylor Swift does it. She's wrote multiple songs about multiple guys, and while hers are not as graphic because she is a pop / country artist, or used to be country artist, obviously hers are not as graphic as Kanye's was, but she does the same thing, so I don't see why Kanye should be blamed for this. When you get down to it, all artists do this. It's just more publicly known that Taylor and Kanye have beef, or had beef, or definitely have it now, but it's just more publicly known. So all these artists do it, they're just not as well known situations as this one. And so for Taylor to come out and make him seem like a bad guy when she does the same stuff, just with guys that we don't know about, situations we don't know about, is kind of shitty. So I can't blame Kanye or Kim for putting this out there and making Taylor Swift look bad. And like I said, I don't agree with what Kanye did the first time. I thought that was really rude and inappropriate, but again, that was years ago. You gotta give him some credit. You gotta give him a chance to show you that he's changed. And I mean, he hasn't got up on stage and interrupted anybody else's speech since then, so I mean, he might have changed, and he has a kid now, and he has a wife now, so give him the benefit of the doubt. Kim was basically putting that video out to say, here is the real situation, and my husband's not really that much of an asshole. He's still probably an asshole, but he's not as much as an asshole as the media is making him out to be. And while I am on the Kardashian side of this feud, but I do not agree with the tweet that Khloe put out there. I thought that was really inappropriate, and while I've done some savage stuff like that, protecting my loved ones and my family, I do think that was a tad bit too far, but it just goes to show that you don't fuck with the Kardashians. Like, I feel like that's been proved in the media a lot. Like, don't fuck with the Kardashians. Like, I understand where she's coming from for sticking up for her sister, but I also think that was a little bit too far. Even though it wasn't that graphic, and the paparazzi probably have already released that photo, I'm sure it was a paparazzi photo to begin with, but I do think that was a little too far, very savage, and I can't help but laugh about this whole feud to begin with. I think it should have been squashed a long time ago, and Taylor should have just shut her mouth about Kanye and let him do what artists do and write music about real life experiences. But since she didn't do that, she's paying the consequences now, and I hate to say that because I'm an OG Taylor Swift fan from back in like fucking 2006, but you know, she kinda deserved that one a little bit. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, we don't know these people personally. We don't know what happened personally, so we can't really judge it too much. But I do understand both sides of it, but I gotta go with Kim on this one. As I've said a million times in this video, I'm getting rambly now. So I'm going to end this video. Way to go, Kim, for being savage as fuck. So leave comments down below and let me know what you think. Or you can tweet me or just follow me on Twitter and be like, hey, go look at my tweets from Sunday night. Or whatever, and let me know what you guys think of this, because I think it's absolutely hilarious. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!